quick warning, Egyptian myths are really weird. The story begins after the death of King Osiris, the brief king of gods, after the former king of gods, Ra. The two frontrunners are Set, god of evil, and former lieutenant of said Ra, and the person who killed the former king, Osiris. And the second runner is Horus, the son of King Osiris and Isis. Not the terrorist Isis, the OG goddess Isis from Egypt. Anyway, Set doesn't want this to ever happen again, so not only does he have to beat Horus, but he has to discredit him because Horus is the only other person who has an actual claim to the throne. So he comes up with a brilliant plan. See, the king has to be a man because a woman can't rule a throne, obviously. So what if the act of a man was done on Horus? So Set invited Horus over for a sleepover, and whilst Horus was asleep, Set caused his phallus to stiffen and mounted Horus's thighs. Horus placed his hands between his thighs and received Set's divine seed. Horus later went to tell his mother Isis, but before anything could happen, she shrieked, seized a copper knife, and cut off both of his hands and tossed them to a swamp somewhere. Then she fetched some ointment and applied it to Horus's phallus. She caused it to become stiff and inserted into a pot and caused his divine seed to flow into it. Isis then went to the garden of Set, asked the gardener about Set's favorite food, and the gardener told it was lettuce. She applied the seed to all the plants. All of them. Even the ones that weren't lettuce. Later, Set ate the plants, obviously, because that's his garden. They later went to a tribunal to decide the king, where Set proclaims, "Let me be awarded the office of ruler because I have performed the labor of a man against him." Obviously, Horus denies, so one of the gods calls for a seed. Set's seed answers from swamp, and Horus's answers from inside of Set. Now, this is where the stories become weird, because some versions of the story say the god Thought was the one who called the seed, and when he asked Horus's seed to leave Set, it came in the form of a glowing disc, of which Thought used as a golden crown thing. And in the other retelling of the story, some random god calls for the seed, and Thought, the actual god that we just mentioned, was born from Set. So, yeah. Moral of the story, do not ever eat lettuce. Ever.